Guys. I mean, guys. This is the first episode of your favorite show in the year 2023. And yes, it's a new year, new show, new studio. Oh yeah, I'm loving it. The AC, the pop. You understand? I mean, Citi TV has moved from number 11, Dr. Martin Loop, and then we've come to Ola Anson Lane in Tesano. And so can I say Happy New Year to you, or you are busy looking for money to pay school fees? My Lord. May the good Lord be with you. You know, during the festive season, I had an encounter with this headmistress of a private school, and she was complaining bitterly. What about? Well, she says her car broke down and she gave it to a mechanic who happens to be a parent in her school. She said the way the parent mechanic calabulated her, inshallah, when school reopens, she will deal with him well. So right now, no, Ghana is a calabule economic ecosystem. The taxpayers are being calabulated. The tax people are calabuling. Everybody is, because everything make bazaar. But see, this year, may God have mercy on us, because, hey! So, you know, Happy New Year to you, especially to the dirty December people who are now complaining that January is too clean. Don't worry. Your eyes will clear very soon. So, welcome to the show. This is Backpage on Citi TV. My name is Caleb Kudah. A wise man once said, please take a listen.
We have some problems that if the drum face is there, you don't beat the side and side. You have to beat the middle.
That's right. If the drum face is there, you don't beat the side. You beat the face. So let's beat the drum face, shall we? Oh, God. I woke up Sunday night, the dawn of Monday, and I noticed so many people had tagged me on social media. By the way, good morning to my national security people. What was it? What was it that people were tagging me all over? They say some Bevu D-list or F-list American musician has gone to run riot at the Jubilee studios, and everyone has gone haywire. And I was like, wait, what is Jubilee Studios? What's Jubilee Studios? What is happening here? Oh, seriously, people were tagging me, some were sending me screenshots. At least they want to prove that social media. God, what is happening? Only for me to see a video of Meek Mill standing all over, he was striding all over the Jubilee house like a junkie on a mission to pick pockets at Kaswa or, a shaman under bridge. No. Let me just use Circle, because that's where some Kofi guy snatched my iPhone 11 in November last year. So that Circle is just fine. And if you think I'm being a bit harsh, well, listen to Meek Mill himself. Why? The Kweku people, you are angry. You are disowning your own Meek Mill. Well, Meek Mill was born on the 6th of May, 1987. So check which day it was, and then we can argue later. So now, listen to Meek Mill telling the president that he had 2 rolls of Mary J in his pocket, blah, blah, blah. Now, he wants to establish one roll, one factory in Chebi.
$10 in my pocket. I had 2 bags of marijuana in my pocket. I never really believed in selling crack. And my friends really started hanging out with each other, and I got to know him. I scaled him because I don't know any powerful, successful white men. I never had. I asked him one day, because I knew he was extremely powerful from me viewing him, and I asked him, I said, could you come to court with me? He came in the back and told me that he wouldn't leave me back there. He swore on to get these type of people supporting me.
Somebody shout mercy. Turn to your neighbor and shout mercy. No, did you see the look on Nana Satibedi to his face? He was like, go ahead. No, but the expression on the face of fellow Ghanaians is everything for me. Let me show you that for the last.
$10 in my pocket. I had 2 bags of marijuana in my pocket. I never really believed in selling crack. and my friends really started hanging out with each other, and I got to know him. I scaled him because I don't know any powerful, successful white men. I never had. I asked him one day because I knew he was extremely powerful from me viewing him, and I asked him, I said, could you come to court with me? He came in the back and told me that he wouldn't leave me back there. He swore to get these type of people supporting him.
I'm sure the president was like, "Men are see year of return. Now, so I return you back to sender." Because what is going on? So first, Meek Mill gets unfettered access to the Jubilee house, takes photos with the president dressed like he went to see an ex he is still not interested in, but he was compelled to do so. Then he gets to film a music video in different parts of the Jubilee house. It's not like the song was even celebrating Adodi for free SHS or Year of Return. No. The song is a song that when you mistakenly hear, you will apologize to yourself for wasting your life. I mean, a song you can't even make any sense out of. But that's the song Meek Mill went to the Jubilee studio to go shoot videos for. And this wasn't like an SDA music video that the musician is sitting on a rock in a bush somewhere and then they film everything there. No. You know, they filmed inside the Jubilee house. And then the director was like, yeah, I love it. Let's move outside, guys. Let's move outside. They went out and the director and the producers were like, you know what? I'm going to need some drone shots right now. I love the scene. I'm going to need some. You see how the curve of I'm going to need some drone shots right there. You know? And so it was like, no. This one is security zone. It's no. Then Meek Mill had to show that he has access to the president. You know? I'm going to call Nana. He called Nana. Like, Nana, you know what? I want to fly the drone to Market, Ghana. You know what I mean? Smart boy. I like you. John Kruma, allow cash out. And then, I was listening to Kojo Shorty, and he said that Jubilee House has been reduced to a drive-through restaurant. I stopped my head. Which is kind of say, you are embarrassing us too much. And for me, what's embarrassing is that when the captains of industry who run the economy go to the Jubilee House for conversations that will turn the economy around, they get a telling of a lifetime, treated like houseboys and girls, only for bavu, yeah, to go and literally piss all over the place at the Jubilee House. Hey!
I am a boat Wakana. It is a castle, or may you hear my. Then nam a memoir enquiry, I come there.
As for mobile, dear, we have mobile power because, hey, Sutropa, Iron Boy, made dear Braboimu, Akbafuado boys, and Samupa. I never knew in my lifetime, said Jubilee House, by your Fusa BTSA. Jubilee House Pan, I have Fusa BTS face the wall. Hey, recently I was there alone, then my mind was just playing back some of the Sutrobinti scenes, There was this particular guy. He made me open my buttons and handcuffs, by the way. And they put 2 iced Sobolo juice under my armpits. And the instruction was to make sure it doesn't fall, because if it did, from behind you, Charlie, so Meek Mill, you have done what a citizen couldn't do. You should add it to your CV, bro. You turned the Jubilee House into Jubilee Studios. What's even more scandalizing is that the communications director of the governing NPP, he says, Meek Mill, he filmed all those scenes without permission. And sometimes you can take a scene like 3 to 4 times. So he did all that without permission, and nobody.
It's a public space. I think that's the banquet hall of the Jubilee House where public events are held. And the podium behind which he stood is what every visitor to the the banquet hall to speak or to do anything uses. And their visit really was in furtherance of the year of return. So it was it was a legitimate presence they have there, and then the indiscretion is what is led to what we're seeing. And I side with Ghanaians in the outrage, but what really we need to cure that outrage is the fact that the Jubilee House, per my understanding, did not open the doors to say that come here and record your video, do whatever you can, and then there was a day set aside for them to come and do that. It was something that he did without permission, and the product has come to public notice. He's realized that he stepped out of bounds, and he's apologized and taken down the video. I think that's where we need to focus.
Mr. Richard Anyagba, you should have just kept quiet. Do you know that if you take a baller bed drone to the Jubilee House, that whole enclave, it won't even open its eye not to think of flying? More credit to Ghanaians with a little bit of intelligence. Put some respect on our distance. Put respect on our Ghana card. Don't get me started. In fact, let's go for a break. When we return, Alan Chemate says Ghana is naked. In fact, all Ghanaians are naked. So when we vote him as flag bearer and he becomes president, Ghana befan and Tuma Pefra and Tuma Bain. I'll show you. Welcome from that break. I needed a break myself. Yeah. Now let's talk about something more relaxing, shall we? I was at the 20th anniversary Thanksgiving of a Ghanaian company that has done so well. I mean, in 20 years, they have 7 subsidiaries and they've contributed about 26 million Ghana cedis towards helping people who couldn't pay for their dialysis at Caleb Teaching Hospital over the years. I think they're called Fair Sky Group. Lovely stuff. Great job. Wayna, the president, fellow Ghanaians, was invited to the function. He couldn't make it, so he sent one of his competent men to represent him. Guess who it was? My own.
If you don't clap, you wouldn't have the road to go back. If you don't clap, you wouldn't have the road to go back.
Please, if you want your growth, you better clap better.
If you don't clap, you wouldn't have the road to go back.
Terminator will not kill me. Happy New Year, Terminator. I mean, last year, in fact, last month, during the December period, you said government will pay all contractors before the end of the U-tide or before the end of December of the year. Some of them have started calling me that you have done them city. I should talk to my uncle because they were crying small in silence, but you went to promise them that you will pay them everything. So the people were crying in silence. Now they've all woken up and they are crying bigly. So, uncle, I will call you, okay? I'll terminate it. I'll repackage it. I will re-award it. I will not tolerate indiscipline. Now, talking about indiscipline, Alan Chemate, he has been talking a lot. He says he wants to be president. Now, he says that if he's made president, indiscipline, obnoxious size of government, and importantly for me, from what he said, the arrogance of power will be a thing of the past. The man says, the last time someone said Obiabe did you know, the guy Echiu Chaka, Echiu Poto. And this one that you want to give us GTP looks like you are late too. GTP, we needed it for the Christmas. Right now, dear, under your Excellency Akpaf Wado, your good friends, this thing, we are using tie and dye. Everybody is tying and dyeing. That is what is happening. So the GTP, the time has, that one that you have come This one that you came on our TV once again, or for the first time, you're speaking plenty English. Plenty English. We have followed English. Aji fundamentals. It has become haircut and headcuts. This is your English cry. We don't know whether it's British or it's American or it's Tafo. Anyway, when Alan Cash announced his resignation, there was joy, among some of his supporters in the Ashanti region. In fact, listen to this voice in the wilderness. It also spoke about the Minister for Food and Agriculture.
Without a blink of my eye, take out Dr. Kudah. In his own interest, he shouldn't contest. He has demonstrated terrible incompetence in the agric ministry. Unless he comes out to say that the government did not fund his ministry. Otherwise, he can hardly convince his own wife that he's a presidential material. To the extent that Ghana continues to import tomatoes from Burkina Faso, then we can't say anything, presentable about the minister. So, he shouldn't contest. I don't ever think that he could, come out as a winner. Someone in a conversation over the possibility of Kennedy Japan coming out suggested that there's a remote possibility that he might ride on populism and come out.
Politics, they're interesting. I think, I almost missed this. General Mosquito, he's now the NDC chairman, right? Listen to him.
I heard Archbishop asking how we came by the choice of Perez Chapel International. Archbishop, NDC has a lot of very good boys and girls and very bad boys and girls. So whilst we were looking around, we realized that there was a particular church that has picked one of our bad boys and converted him into an elder.
In fact, the bad boy General Mosquito was talking about is one of those who was tagging me and making me remember all those traumatic experiences. Bad boy, how are you? I hear Alan for all, Afa. Which one have you heard? I've also heard Baumia Masgwen, BMW. I've heard Akoto Tops or Atopa. I don't know if it's Atopa or Atopa, I'm not sure. And I've also heard a Japan, the assured, dedicated, and workaholic engineer. That one is Atadri. I say, be like the whole country, they look like some joke give our friends who they search power. Like Banana Republican pony, who's so now Atadri and at what? My goodness. Incroyable. Now this weekend, if Senor Jose had a chance to meet the president, inshallah, I'm sure even Meek Mill will be jealous.
Does our government look like a government that's broke? Look at the size of government we have. We have moved state-owned enterprises from 86 to 177. We have ballooned salaries in the public sector by 308%. That just look like a government that is broke. And you are not seeing anything. And to put a cherry on the annoyance of the whole program, you say we are still building a cathedral. And responsible pastors follow that. God forgive every one of you. Read your Bible well and see where your God is. It tells you we are very lost on our priorities. Solving our current problem is possible. But it needs a judge. More importantly, it needs proper sacrifice from the people who have caused it. In Ghana, our politicians continue to mess us up. They abuse our economic rights and always make us pay for it. We run down toll and they will come and say toll levy. We run down the energy sector, they will come and say energy sector levy. We keep running down everything. And who is running it down? Is it us, the individuals, or the people we have empowered to be able to manage our affairs for us?
You know, Senor, I feel your pain. I feel you. I feel your pains. I do. These are raw pains. Somebody who has to run the economy aground the money that people have saved for their own funeral so that they don't burden their families. You want to put your hand in their pocket and take their funeral money. Money people have put down for school fees for their children. You want to take, in fact, you have started take. Money for bride price, that one too, you want to take. In the midst of all this, you look us in the eye and you tell us that whether we like it or not, a national cathedral, you will beat it. Hey!